the knowledge, man, not necessarily the money. The money is just a tool.
What's good, trappers? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Y'all know my goal is to help the culture build wealth one share at a time. And we back with another fire episode of Whale Watching Wednesday. Now, you know, we like to move how the whales move, right? Now, the objective of Whale Watching Wednesdays is just so we can get an idea of understanding how the whales move. And I keep telling y'all, you know, you see the whales moving and they got the little fish that's on the side of the whale that's just like everywhere he go, he right there. That's us, right? So whales are the institutional investors who move the market. When they feel good about certain stocks, you see them run up. When they feel bad about certain stocks, you see them going down. That's right. In case you didn't know, stocks move up and down when people are buying and selling, supply and demand, fear and greed. Like a battery has a positive and a negative, right? Our thing is, if we can just understand how the wheels are moving, we can then understand how we can move, right? Now, there's a bit of caution that comes with seeing how the whales move and then understanding how we can move with them, right? So let's say we enter a stock, right? This is why we love value and not price, right? Because the whales have to go in and out because they're seeking rates of return, right? How much money can they make off a particular asset during a certain amount of time before they go somewhere else, right? So they're always moving around. That is not what we do over here. Certified Wall Street Travel, our first outlook is long term. That's the foundation to our wealth, right? Long term. So we want to buy great companies that we can hold for the long term. Now, here's the caution. Let's say we're in the business and the whale is in the business, right? What do you think would happen if you jumped in a big pool and then a whale jumped in the pool? Like your splash would be little bitty, and then they splash or down there empty the pool out. So that's what happens when we rock with the whales. When the whales get out, all the water come out the pool, right? So what we have to do is say, okay, if a whale has moved into this business and it's a business that we love, we want to hold this business. When the whale gets out of the business, it gives us an opportunity to triple our net worth. You make more money in a drought, yo. Like, it's just plain and simple. All right, some of y'all might don't know what that means. So what happens is we buy that asset at a discounted price, right? So let's say the whale was in it, the price was running up. The whale gets out of it, the price goes down. I don't want you to leave, right? Because we bought the business because it was a good business. We saw the value in the business. So when the whale leaves, that means they're selling their shares. We get those shares at a discount. And when they come back, because they always do, we then triple our net worth. I just gave y'all some game right there. You know what? Y'all, let me drink on my cup. Because see, when I'm feeling like I'm always feeling like a certified trapper, but y'all ain't always feeling like a certified trapper. So maybe, you see the baking soda? All right. So check it out. This week, I got 3 interesting whales we're going to talk about, right? First and foremost, man, we got Ruane, Knuff, and Goldfarb. That's a tongue twister. I probably couldn't say that 3 times in a row, but I wouldn't even try. Their name of their fund is the Sequoia Fund. That's right. So they have 29 stocks, and right now the portfolio value is $4 billion with a B, $243,734,000. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So let's see what type of moves that they've been making. What's good, trappers? Welcome in. So what I want to do right now is introduce you to Trappers Anonymous. Trappers Anonymous is a dope community that we have of all like-minded investors. It's for those who are looking for a little more engagement, who want to get questions answered, who want to engage with me, the Trapper. This is my intermediate family, right? I really rock with the Trappers in this community real hard because Monday we have a day called Monday Madness. Tuesday we have Ticker Symbol Tuesday. Wednesday, Wild Out Wednesdays. Thursday, ETF Thursday, Drip Fridays, and Say Something Sundays. It also comes with a weekly class every Sunday, and we do a live book club. So do me a favor, click that link below and join Trappers Anonymous. We're giving it to you for the first 7 days for $1, $1 only. And everything after that is $37 a month, only for the next 30 days. Because if you don't get it now, the price is going up to $47 because we just add value. We want to just add as much value as we can to make you a better trapper, to help you build wealth one share at a time and turn your last name into an asset. Trap with me. Now go kick the link and get out of here. Look at this. Out the gate, one of their biggest moves this last quarter was they added 333% to their stake in Rolls Royce. I got an idea, y'all. It just dawned on me. So I have a few friends that have Rolls Royces. I'm going to ask them if they own Rolls Royce stock. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask my friends who got the Rolls Royces, I'm going to tell them I don't got to have that rate you have because I own the company. That's how trappers talk. That's certified Wall Street trapper lingo right there. Right? So they added 333% to their Rolls Royce portfolio. And I know what some of y'all asking, Trapper, what's the Rolls Royce ticker symbol? I got you, because I'm the plug. Ticker symbol RYCEF. Rolls Royce Holdings. Ooh. How does that feel to say, like, you bought the Rolls Royce stock and somebody be like, you be like, man, I got a Rolls. I own a Rolls Royce. And they be like, which one you own? And you say, I own the whole damn company. They'll be like, what? Yeah, man, I got 30 shares of Rolls Royce. Man, you tripping, man. The next time you see somebody on Rolls Royce, you walk up to them and say, thank you for adding to my stock, yeah? You gotta talk greasy to them. You talk greasy to them like that, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. But anyway, let's get into it. So it makes up 2.5% of their portfolio. They have, that's a lot of shares, 79,110,000 shares of Rolls Royce. If I own 79 million in anything, I'm feeling myself. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I feel like Kanye. Wait till I get my money right. Y'all know what we doing, man. All right. So here's the thing. They got it for $1.52. You telling me Rolls Royce stock is $1.52? That's gangster. Let's have a moment of silence. Can we have a moment of silence for that? That's one of the Gucci Man and Jeezy. Damn. That's one of them moments. Damn. It makes up $120 million in their portfolio. That's gangster. So another business that they own is 27%. They added credit acceptance course. So it's a credit card thing, right? So credit card acceptance agency, right? Makes up 27% of their portfolio. And it's actually in their top 6 holdings, right? It makes up 4.53%, but they have 555,000 shares. Last price they bought it at was $346 a share. It makes up $192,396,000 in their portfolio. That's a whole lot of credit, y'all. That's a whole lot of credit. I'm in the wrong business. You're buying credit companies. That's even better than credit repair. Just own a credit business. See, that's what I love about the stock market. 80% of every business in America is on the stock market. So my friends, my fellow trappers, why aren't you in the market. Listen, the only risk that is involved in the stock market is the risk of you not investing in the stock market. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Woo, woo, woo. How y'all feel about that? I'm telling y'all. So let's see. They actually sold Wayfair, a business that boomed during the pandemic. Wayfair makes up 3.27% of their portfolio. They have 614,000 shares. They reduced it by 24.68%. Now, before we move any further, that 24% could only be them taking profits. You know what I like to say? Once I see you selling 50, 60% of your position, I feel like you're trying to exit that position. But with only like 20%, 24%, I'm not mad at them for taking profit. We got to take profit at some point, right? You sell at work, at some point you got to take the profit. You buy the work, you sell at work, you re-up, you bag it up, you weigh it up. At some point you got to take profit. Just took another profit. Nothing wrong with that. Listen, if you're not a trapper, that's okay. It's just, sometimes I have them type of flashback. Listen, I'm forward thinking from this point on. Forward thinking. I'm forward thinking. I have my moments. It's okay. All right. So not only did they do that, but I'm trying to understand why did they get out of Berkshire B? So in case you don't know, Berkshire Hathaway is the highest company on the stock market. But Berk B gives people like you and me an opportunity to win. Now, the dope part about Berk B is a lot of the whales own Berk B. Right? Berk B, they actually ticker symbol BRB.B, right? It makes up 2.43% of their portfolio, 445,000 shares, 10% they sold, average price $231. It makes up $103 million in the portfolio. I don't be understanding why people be selling Berk B though. I believe in Buffett. I believe in Warren. I believe in what they doing, man. I don't know. All right, but that's cool. So we're not mad at none of the moves he making. Him buying that much of Rolls Royce was like an aha moment for me. Nothing major. Yeah, it's cool. That caught my eye when I was doing my research, so I thought I'd bring that to y'all. The next one is Harry Barn. Harry Barn with the Sound Shore Fund. Right? The fund is worth $1,123,125,000. Yo, these boys be doing numbers, yo. Let me ask you a question. How would it feel? And I'm being real. If you can add the B to your name. The B. B as in billion. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's see what he did. So we see out the gate that he reduced his stake in Oracle. Right? If you don't know who Oracle is one of the top 5 cash-rich companies on the market. Top 3, I think, right now. It makes up 3.44% of his portfolio. They have 596,000 shares. They got off 17%. Not mad at that at all. Average price they sold it at was $64.69, making up $38 billion worth of the portfolio. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that. Right? Another one. Sold 4% of Berk B. Makes up 2.4% of his portfolio. Right? They have 116,000 shares at $231. So they mean they sold at the same price. And it actually makes up $26 million worth of his portfolio. Not mad at that at all. Not mad at that at all. Right? But his last 3 sales are interesting. He sold Google, Walmart, and Whirlpool, and United Health. United Health, healthcare, Alphabet, y'all know that's Google, Walmart, and Whirlpool. Now, I actually like the Whirlpool. But here's the dope part. None of them are in that high category. So it's only like, so Walmart, he sold 16%, Whirlpool 20%, United Health 15%. Now, I am interested to understand, why did he sell NXP semiconductors? Maybe because right now there's a semiconductor shortage. But I wouldn't sell, I would hold. Interesting. Can I tell y'all can I tell y'all something for real? Would you be open-minded? Would you be open-minded if I told you that brick by brick, if you invested a specific number, that you can actually have 1,000 shares of something? That may seem impossible to you. That may seem impossible to some people. Like, yo, I would love to own 1,000 shares. How do I start? You start by buying the first share. You didn't even think it was that easy, huh? You start by buying the first share. But let me help you even more so how you understand, how do you get to 1,000 shares of something, right? You gauge your way into it. So I know you're like, Trap, how do I gauge my way in? What are you talking about? Do I buy it all at once? No. So building wealth has to be strategical, y'all. Like, it has to be strategical, but also it has to be intentional. Right? So one of the things that people often do not do is set goals. How much of this business do I want to own? Every time the stock market doing something, you trying to do what the stock market do. You ain't gonna never win trying to do what everybody else do. Wait up and let that sit for a second. You're not going to win by doing what everyone else is doing. Here's why. Most people are great at losing and not winning. Now, I know that's gonna rub some of y'all the wrong way. Most people are good at losing, but not at winning. This is why most people complain a lot. I want you to win. Everything about being a certified Wall Street trapper, it's about winning. It's about craving the results so bad you overlook the work. It's about saying, I'm going to be a great investor to where I'm not worrying about the research. I'm going to be intentional with the businesses that I pick to build wealth for me. I'm going to have a goal. I'm going to have an entrance. I'm going to have an exit strategy. I'm going to see how the whale's moving so I can at some point move like a whale. You master the game by studying those who've mastered the game. Yo, I feel like I'm writing a mixtape right now. You feel me? So let's get into it. We not finished though. So let's see what he added. He added Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Did y'all know that Blue Cross Blue Shield was on the stock market? Did you know that? Yep. Ticker symbol ANTH. TM. Added 10%. Makes up 2.2% of his portfolio. 76,000 shares, right, at $326, making up $24,685,000. Not bad. Another brand that he added to his portfolio was Conagra Brands. Ticker symbol CAG. Now, some of y'all gonna be like, Trap, what is that? I never heard that before. But you've seen it before. Have you ever heard of Gardein? You ever heard of Gardein, the plant-based food? That is them. Have you ever heard of Healthy Choice? Have you ever heard of Healthy Choice Foods? That is them. Have you ever heard of Step Into a Slim Jim? That is them. Have you ever heard of Marie Calendar? Now, if you ain't never heard of Marie Calendar, I don't know what you got going on. You know, the lady who sells pies. Maybe you saw the Steve Harvey interview. Well, he said, Marie Callender started with one pie. That's right, one pie. The man business was about to go out of business, but the people came back and said, I want a slice of pie. They went from one pie to two pies. And then they stopped selling burgers and they just started selling pies. And then she bought an industrial oven. And then she started selling her own pies. And now she's in you heard the story from Steve Harvey. If I heard the story, you heard the story. Marie Callender is under Conagra Brands. Ticker symbol CHG. Y'all rock with me right now? If we trapping like I think we trapping, I want you to put in the comments, we trapping. That's right. And make sure that it's I-N, not I-N-G. Trapping. We not trapping. We not trapping. We trapping. Not trapping, trapping. That's what we doing. Wall Street trapping. You dig? All right, so our last whale for the day, Glenn Greenberg with Brave Warrior Advisors. When I first saw this, so let me give y'all a backstory. When I was in prison, I used to go by this mantra, Braveheart. Braveheart. B-R-A-V-E heart. Because I was small, but I was like cut up, and I was with all the action. Basketball, football, I was with that action. So they used to call me, that's Braveheart. I started being a numbers dude, like the football, doing pick threes, pick fours, numbers guy. Like Danny Sheridan from USA Today. Yeah. My tickets were called Braveheart. That's right, Braveheart. Braveheart. And actually, Tom Brady won. We ain't get into all that. All right, so Glenn Greenberg, portfolio, 22 stocks, portfolio value, $2,719,201,000. The one thing you've noticed, a lot of these fish, these big whales, they be having like 20, 30 stocks, 20. Listen, as an individual investor, there's no reason you should have 30 stocks. You can't keep up with 30 stocks. So let's keep that in mind. So, first thing he bought, 221% of credit acceptance. Remember, somebody else bought that. So that means they bought the same thing at the same time. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting enough. 221% of that. United Health. That's interesting. So we saw somebody else buy credit acceptance, and then we saw another whale move into Blue Cross Blue Shield. We seeing this whale move into United Health. I'm not mad at that. I see they reduced Primerica. They reduced Primerica. They reduced Google, alphabet A, GOOGL. Now, GOOGL comes with voting rights. GOOG is C class and it doesn't have voting rights. They also got rid of some Facebook stock. They also added, they added United Health and Blue Cross Blue Shield. So now, see, this is the reason why we look at Whale Watching Wednesdays. We've seen a pattern. We've identified a pattern. We've identified that two whales purchased the same stock. Blue Cross Blue Shield and credit acceptance. But we've also noticed that two whales sold Google, Facebook, and Berkshire B. And so now when we look at the whales doing that, we now understand, damn, this is why the stock price went down. Because 6 whales got out. See how it makes sense? When you see whales buying, you understand how to... Now we can go back in our research and say, okay, well, Trap did Whale Watching Wednesdays, and he said this quarter, such and such sold out. Let me go see what this company did in this quarter, which made them sell. And let me see if my research tells me if this company is a buy. Because if 6 whales sold out, I know it's at discount. I know it's, the stock price that went down. So if 6 whales got out of it, let me see if it's in my discount area. That's how we maximize or optimize the information you get from Whale Watch. Listen, I'm an information connoisseur. You hear me? Connoisseur. Yes, connoisseur of information. That's how we become great at the game. You gotta crave the end result so bad that the work becomes irrelevant. The freedom that I require, the freedom that my daughter will inherit, is the end result. So me reading through some information, me listening to an earnings call, is just part of the process to get me to the end result. Some people want the end result, but they don't want what it takes in the middle. You want the hamburger, but you don't want the stuff in the middle. You just want the buns, right? You want the wealth, but you don't want to do what wealthy people do. That's okay. You know why? Because I got you. And if you need a little more than this, what we putting on the YouTube, don't worry. You can click the link below, join the Trappers Anonymous community, man. Listen, we got some dope stuff going on over there, man. Listen, we got the Monday Madness is where we get in the group, man, and we just break down everything that's going down that week so we can be prepared, right? Any concerns that trappers have. One of my favorites was the Live from the Kitchen. It's the weekly class we do on Sundays where we break down companies as a community. It gets no better than that. We're checking, man. It's another dope episode of Whale Watching Wednesday. I'm your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, and y'all know my goal is to help the culture build wealth one share at a time, man. We giving Wall Street a facelift. You heard me? Trap with me.